Alright, we're in a approximately 7-foot ditch here. This is our header trench, and on my right hand side, as you're looking down this way, and by the way, this comes out of the house. They're not quite stubbed into the house right now, but they will be in just a few minutes. As I turn back around here, you will see on the right hand side, you will see the supply that's supplying these ditches. On the left hand side is my return coming back into the house, going back to a pump station. Yeah, my backhoe got the ditches just a tad bit too deep. We really didn't need but about 6 foot, and we're close to, we needed about 6 and we got about 8 in some of these spots here. But be that as it may, that's not going to hurt anything. Just a little bit nerve-wracking when you're walking through here. Right here is my first takeoff, and this ditch curves as it goes out, so you can't really get an idea of how far it goes, but it goes 300 feet out this way. There's 10 tons worth of cooling and heating in this house, so we've got 5 ditches just like this. We've got a long header ditch coming from the house, and then this is our first ditch, and there'll be 5 of these just like this going out 300 feet. As I told you a minute ago, this one you're looking at right here is supply. So the one with the orange tape on it is my first supply going out. So that pipe goes out 300 feet and goes to the end of the ditch. It's the bottom one on the right, and it comes all the way back and ties into right here, which was where my return begins. Same thing here. This pipe here, this one right there, is the second supply, and it goes along the top there and goes all the way out 300 feet, all the way back, and ties into this, which is my second return line. And this is where my return begins. So you can see it starting going out that way to the second ditch. Same thing. You got a supply right there, goes all the way out, all the way back, and ties into right here. And you got another supply right there, goes all the way out and ties into this return right here. Same thing. We just do this 5 times. There's 3. Sorry, not 5 times, 4 times. 4 times. I was thinking this is 10 tons, actually 8. So at any rate, doesn't change anything. It's just 4 ditches instead of 5. And there's the last 2 supplies, and then here's my last 2 returns. Basically just goes down to the end of the ditch, and there's my return going all the way back into the house. A lot of digging. It took them about basically a whole day to dig all this header. There's about 150 feet of header ditch going back to the house, and then each, like I said, each of these 4 ditches is 300 feet long. So that's a lot of excavation. There are certain spots in this in these ditches right here. I'm not going to walk down through them again, but there's spots that it's like almost 9 feet deep. So really not a good idea to get them that deep. But we weren't really supervising the excavation when the backhoe gentleman was digging. He got a little carried away. I'm going to go topside here for just a second, and I'll give you a sense of what this looks like. These are, as you can see, there's a tremendous amount of dirt. These ditches, you can kind of see a little bit, but you still can't see nowhere near the end of it. They go over that ridge and go out probably another 100 or 150 feet or so over those ditches. But if you look at those piles of dirt, that's why they're so tall, because there's so much dirt he took out. Like all this dirt here is out of the header trench behind me. I mean, it's just an amazing amount they have to dig out. But this home has, it's about 100 acres out here, so there's plenty of land to do this. And some people choose to do it this way. Some people choose to do the vertical wells. Either way is fully acceptable, completely acceptable. hopefully this gives you a sense of what we deal with. Right now they are getting ready to put this pipe that's in the header going back into the house. They're getting ready to stick it in those 2 holes right there, and then that'll go into the crawl space and then over into the basement, and that's where our Bosch geothermal heat pumps will be sitting, and the pump stations and everything, and this stuff will all be working in another day or so, and be getting some amazingly cheap electric bills.